Of course, it was part of War's legacy was the appointment of the inspectors, the workforce of inspectors who would go into people's homes and would have the authority to be able to pull children out of abusive homes. So that's it. That's a huge part of Reverend War's legacy, of course.
Yes, and that power ultimately to take a child into the care of the NSPCC remains with us to this day. Now, I've always thought it would be extraordinarily difficult for us in 2024 to take that action, but have been very reluctant to let it go because it gives us ultimate authority and influence over the very many more statutory services that have an opportunity and powers to influence children's lives now. But that fundamental remains, and that makes the NSPCC different from any other children's charity. The idea of placing inspectors out into the community also, I think, illustrates something which is special about the NSPCC, and I've talked a lot about the need for us to be nationally significant and locally relevant. So the local relevance of seeing and understanding and being present in communities is an important part of what we're about. And for a lot of people of a certain age, the cruelty man, the NSPCC uniformed individual who was in your town and who you went to if you were worried or concerned about a child is an iconic image, and it's still something the NSPCC stands for. But we now, we move with the times and we do it in a different way. If you have any worry or concern about a child today, you don't go down the road to the cruelty man, but you should know that you can call the NSPCC helpline or email us, and we are here, no problem, too big or too small, for any adult who has a worry about a child. And that is a principle that remains, and again is distinct about the NSPCC. So we saw in the COVID lockdown, when lots and lots of people had to stay at home and there were far fewer eyes on babies, children and young people who could be at risk, the helpline became a really distinct and important service. And so the cruelty men and women were us. Seeing and spotting what could be done, but knowing that there was someone at the helpline that could be plugged into to helping children. So although we wouldn't call them cruelty men and women anymore, and we've lost the uniforms, that philosophy of the NSPCC being relevant and available to you if you are concerned about a child is as important to us as it ever was.